Welcome to the Appendix, where we read the primary sources of the past so that you can better understand the present. Today's primary resource, Ordinance 4, Virginia, July 24, 1621. The First Assembly of Virginia was convened July 30th, 1619, by Governor Yeardley, under the authority of the Virginia Company, and marks the beginning of representative government in America. The document authorizing the convention of this first assembly has been lost. The Ordinance of 1621 is believed to be an almost exact reproduction of the earlier one. An ordinance and constitution of the Treasurer, Council, and Company in England for a Council of State and General Assembly dated July 24th, 1621. To all people to whom these presents shall come, be seen or heard, the Treasurer, Council, and Company of Adventurers and Planters for the City of London, for the first colony of Virginia, send greetings. Knowing that ye, the said Treasurer, Council, and Company, taking into our careful consideration the present state, and the said colony of Virginia, and intending by the divine assistance to settle such a form of government there as may be to the greatest benefit and comfort of the people, and whereby all injustice, grievances, and oppression may be prevented and kept off as much as possible from the said colony, have thought it fit to make our entrance by ordaining and establishing such supreme councils as may not only be assisting to the governor for the time being in the administration of justice and executing all other duties for this office belonging, but also by their vigilant care and prudence may provide as well for a remedy of all inconveniences growing from time to time, as also for advancing of increase, strength, stability, and prosperity of the said colony. 2. We therefore, the said Treasurer, Council, and Company, by authority, direct to us from His Majesty, under the Great Seal, upon mature deliberation, do hereby order and declare that from henceforth there shall be 2 supreme councils in Virginia, for the better government of the said colony aforesaid. 3. The one of which councils to be called the Council of State, and whose office shall chiefly be assisting with their care, advice, and circumspection to the said governor, shall be chosen, nominated, placed, and displaced from time to time by us, the said Treasurer, Council, and Company, and our successors, which Council of State shall consist, for the present, only of these persons, as are here inserted, viz. Sir Francis Watt, Governor of Virginia, Captain Francis West, Sir George Yeardley, Knight Sir William Noose, Knight Marshal of Virginia, Mr. George Sandys, Treasurer, Mr. George Thorpe, Deputy of the College, Captain Thomas Noose, Deputy for the Company, Mr. Paulette, Mr. Leach, Captain Nathaniel Powell, Mr. Harwood, Mr. Samuel McCock, Mr. Christopher Davison, Secretary, Dr. Potts, Physician to the Company, Mr. Roger Smith, Mr. John Berkeley, Mr. John Rolfe, Mr. Ralph Hammer, Mr. John Pointus, Mr. Michael Lapworth, which said councillors and councils we earnestly pray and desire, and in His Majesty's name strictly charge and command, that all factions, partialities, and sinister respect laid aside, they bend their care and endeavors to assist the said governor, first and principally in the advancement of the honor and service of God, and the enlargement of His kingdom among the heathen people, and next in erecting of the said colony in due obedience to His Majesty, and all lawful authority from His Majesty's directions, and lastly in maintaining and said people in justice in Christian conversation among themselves, and in strength and ability to withstand their enemies, and this council to be always, or for the most part, residing about or near the governor. 4. The other council, more generally to be called by the governor, once yearly, and no oftener, but for the very extraordinarily and important occasions, shall consist, for the present, of the said council of state, and of 2 burgesses out of every town, 100 of other particular plantations, to be respectively chosen by the inhabitants, which council shall be called the General Assembly, wherein, as also in the said council of state, all matters shall be decided, determined, and ordered by the greater part of the voices then present, reserving to the governor always a negative voice. And this General Assembly shall have free power to treat, consult, and conclude, as well of all emergent occasions concerning the public weal of the said colony and every part thereof, as also to make, ordain, and enact such general laws and orders for the behoof of the said colony and the good government thereof, as shall from time to time appear necessary or requisite. 5. Whereas in all other things we require the said General Assembly, as also the said Council of State, to imitate and follow the policy of the form of government, laws, customs, and manner of trial, and other administration of justice used in the realm of England, as near as may be, even as ourselves by His Majesty's letters patent are required. 6. Provided that no law or ordinance made in the said General Assembly shall be or continue in force or validity, unless the same shall be solemnly ratified and confirmed in a general quarter court of the said company here in England, and so ratified, be returned to them under our seal. It being our intent to afford the like measure also unto the said colony, that after the government of the said colony shall once have been well framed and settled accordingly, which is to be done by us, as by authority derived from His Majesty, and the same shall have been so by us declared, no order of court afterwards shall bind the said colony, unless they be ratified in like manner in the general assemblies, in witness whereof we have here unto set our common seal, the 24th of July, 1621, and in the year of the reign of our sovereign Lord James, King of England, etc., and of Scotland. Thank you for joining us for our primary source today on the appendix. We will see you in the stacks.